What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome to some Watcher of Realms facts. And today I am not alone, I'm here with the amazing Ivy Lee Gaming. Most of you guys of course know Ivy Lee by now. Yeah, she does all of the content for Watcher of Realms you could ask for, not only for Watcher of Realms, some other games as well. You can check it out yourself, of course. If you haven't already, I really recommend it. I put it close to your heart. And why don't you introduce yourself, Ivy?
Thank you for having me and reaching out. I've been playing the game since global launch, so it's been a really great journey so far. The game has been fun. The community's been fun. I'm loving the collabs, and I love that the community really seems to like these collabs too. So glad that we're keeping them rolling.
Yeah, I heard you have a bunch of them coming as well, right?
Yeah, so many, so many. Lots of talks about some of the new heroes and
Yeah, can
other
you
fun
give us
topics.
some
So
spoilers of who we got in there?
yeah,
What we
well,
can expect?
we have a conversation about each of the new heroes that have kind of become teased lately for like Forerunner and to come, like
Mm-hmm.
Valderon and Lust,
Mm.
Artemis. I think and there's one other. I think I'm going to have a different content creator join me for each conversation. So I already put out one of those with Valderon with a small content
Yes, I've
creator who
seen it,
only had
yeah.
31 subs. So we got to help the little guys too, right?
Yeah, it was great. I've seen it, I've seen it. He looks amazing while they're on.
Yeah, character's cool.
I need him. But yeah, I think let's start off with the facts. And the first fact, we have to go over to Praetus, our beloved Praetus, our power creep himself. And Praetus was one of the two big summoning events, right? We had the Ajax summoning event and the Praetus summoning event tournament. And on the Praetus summoning event, to try to get on the leaderboard, you had to buy out the entire shops, yeah? You had to buy out the entire shops day by day to get enough summons. And even then, to get to the top 10, it cost around $8,000. So to get up there, you need 10k plus spent to get really up there in the high leaderboards, which is which is a lot, and you
It
need a
is
lot
a
of
lot.
preparation as well. Like you need to be beforehand getting these shops, these discounts bought out, and then there is big competition. And talking about some pools, there is also some other facts we have here, and that is, for example, the first 10x banner we had in the game on the global launch in Watcher of Realms
Ah,
included
yeah.
Zalazar. Then
Of course, I did not get him
you got
or her.
Silitu? Neither? Ah, that's
Nope.
rough.
I got
Silitu,
zealous.
exactly. That's what I was was about to ask. But at least you got Zealous, the third one, the only one you really didn't really like to get out of these three, right? They
Yeah, I
started
think that's
off.
why he got so much hate because like the other two were so good and he's so mediocre that it was obvious that he was going to be the one that people were disappointed about.
Yeah, it's not like he's bad. The other ones are just
No, he's
crazy
not.
strong.
Hmm.
And about the 10x banners as well. Um, in my case, I have a bit of a tight list on which are the top tier heroes. And what they like to do in Watcher of Realms specifically is often they bring in one top tier hero at the 10x and one mediocre one, right? To have a reason
Yeah.
for people to pull. And out of these top tier heroes, like we said, Silitu, Hex, Setrum, Hatsut, they all had a 10x. The only top tier hero that didn't have a 10x yet is Comet. Comet himself. And I'm not sure if he's gonna get one because now that Boreas is out, and most people
Oh
would like
gosh.
a
Yeah.
Boreas. So there's that. And
I mean, Comet was my first legendary. Oh, he's so good
really,
though.
he
I got
was
very
my
lucky.
second. He was my second, and I thought, damn, is every legendary gonna be that crazy? Because he just cleared
Mm-hmm.
everything for me. He's so good, so good.
We were spoiled.
We are. Also about the Boreas and the 10x on Christmas. Moonton made lot of money on Christmas, not gonna lie, because during the month of December, Watcher of Realms has had a revenue of $5 million, which is quite respectable, especially for such a new game. And now we can already see on certain websites, I'm gonna put in the screenshots right now, that the revenue now after Christmas already has decreased back to 2 million in the last month. So they really made bank on Christmas and on that Boreas, that's for sure.
I rage spent for Boreas. Guilty. Guilty.
I tested
Did not
Boreas
get
on a
one.
friend's account and then I also spent guilty as well. I didn't spend money, but I spent my diamonds.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
spent money. I'm regretting every penny almost, but it's
fair enough.
fine.
Fair enough. You wanna go into Moonton and the company
Yeah.
itself?
So we're talking about spending money and success, right? So yeah, Moonton it has been around a while. 2014 actually. I didn't realize it was that old myself. And back where I guess it was really boosted, or it was really booming, I should say, with Mobile Legends and its other games, it was bought out by ByteDance for $4 billion just 3 years ago. So that kind of shows you, even before Watcher was a thing, this company, they had their shit together. They know what they're doing. $4 billion bought out. And unfortunately, while that company ByteDance, as many people may know, they also own TikTok. They do a lot of other stuff in the tech industry. But ByteDance has decided to get out of the gaming industry completely. They've cut Newverse and they're trying to sell Moonton now, and they are just opting out of the gaming industry overall. So that's a quirky one. Assuming maybe someone like Tencent will buy Moonton because it is very successful. It's not like Moonton is just gonna drop and go away. But it is interesting to think about ByteDance because I think you actually pointed out that it's actually an American invested company. So people see this as like a Chinese game, but there's actually a lot of American investment as well. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, especially with the TikTok incident with the Chinese TikTok, right? And
Oh
then
gosh,
the
yeah.
company is mainly owned by American investment firms.
It's such a weird thing, yeah. And then, so on that, there's so much controversy with Moonton, like, unfortunately, but for the most part, I mean, I love Moonton as a company. I've been praising them for so long, but they definitely got their feet a little dirty, or hands a little dirty, I should say, their feet, whatever. They kind of got sued by Riot Games for Mobile Legends, I think, with copying a little bit too much of League of Legends, which doesn't surprise me because everyone copies League of Legends because it's so successful. Why wouldn't you? It's like all the other gotcha games copy Summoner's War because that was the OG. But one thing I didn't really notice because I'm not really on key with what's going on with League of Legends. You pointed out there's some heroes that actually are more than just similar. Like their names are similar, right? Like who did you
Yeah,
notice?
there's like not only in Mobile Legends there's similarities, but they also took some into Watcher of Realms as well. So we have Silas with an I instead of a Y. From League of Legends is the same name as well. Nocturne, there's also a character named Nocturne in League, and also Alistair, and there's a character named Alistair. So maybe one of the hero designers is actually a big fan, could be, because it's like League of Legends in the West. It's like 10 times smaller than in China. Like in China, it's so massive, right? So that could also be something. Maybe they're big fans themselves.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's such a I mean, every game I've played where I got more personal with the developers or talked to the staff more, they talk about where their influences are. And even I know Dragonair has a big influence on like Baldur's Gate and some other things. Like they all draw interest from somewhere because a lot of these people, the staff or the actual developers themselves, they are fans. They are gamers too. That's why they got into it because they like gaming. Why would they choose gaming as a company if they didn't like it themselves? So I guess it's kind of only natural that it would pull off some influence, at least to some extent.
Yeah, and I feel like that can be really seen in Moonton because they really like want this game to be good. Like I never seen a game that listens so much to community feedback. It's
Mhm.
actually
It's
it's crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, should I go to the next fact?
Yeah. Why don't we go on to some character facts?
So about the character facts, I start off with a short one that we know also mainly thanks to Fasti, of course, huh? And that is that Hatsut, who would have guessed, out of all the legendary heroes, has the lowest drop rate in the game. Chance will be 0.75 that legendary will actually be a Hatsut without a 10x.
I've had her. I think I have an A1 Hudson. I feel lucky.
I don't have.
Aw. All right. Well, so speaking of low chances, when it comes to the lords, we have Laya and Morrigan are overall the lowest chance with only 0.455 chance to pull them. Which is crazy because I felt like Morrigan was like one of the most pulled characters, at least lord wise, early on. Did you feel that? Did you know? I felt like everybody had a Morrigan, and I was like, oh, like every content creator was pulling her, and I thought she was a higher chance, but maybe it dropped
Yeah,
off.
yeah, I think maybe it's also from the 10x banner, right? From Morrigan 10x banner in
That's
the
true.
Ancients. And also, what surprised me about Morrigan being also such low drop rate is that I thought it's gonna be a similar case like in Hatsu's case, where it's just an insane unit. But I feel like Morrigan, if you compare her to a Erica or a Twin Fiend, I'd rather have one of these. So I'd take these
Yeah,
odds, to
she's
be
not like the
honest.
top. That is a weird odd. Yeah,
Mhm.
really interesting.
But she and Leia are the single rarest heroes in the game. And next up we have Ardea being the single hero with the highest base attack in the game, reaching almost 8k attack. 8k.
She's so busted. I
Mm-hmm.
want her so bad. She's been my most wanted since I saw her. She's so cool.
She's amazing. And that range.
So good. Ugh. I didn't even realize the attack was that high. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, head on over to Abomination. He's our highest HP in the game, which is interesting. You think maybe it would be an actual tank and not a fighter. That's a weird one for me.
It
I would have
is.
expected an actual defender to be the highest HP in the game.
It is. It
But
really is weird actually. With 30 over 30k HP, Abomination stands there.
that's crazy. No wonder why people just used him as a tank early. No, of course he is a tank.
Yeah, with the invulnerability as well, right? And the self heal. And then for the last base stat, of course, we have Regulus. Regulus has the highest base defense in the game.
I don't have him. He's fun. It's funny because doesn't Fastidia say he's one of the most common to pull? But I've never pulled one for myself.
He said, yeah, he felt like it, but his study showed that he was just
Oh,
medium,
okay.
like he was normal basically in the summoning, but it felt like it always came like a placebo effect.
That's true. That's true. We always feel like there's never the ones we don't have, or like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
ones that plague our accounts with too many dupes. We feel like there's too many.
Yeah. Good thing that Silas isn't their low drop rate though. That's good.
Yeah, I actually feel like Silas is pretty common. I pull him pretty regularly for viewers, so
Yeah,
I
he
like
is
that.
pretty
Yeah.
common. Even I think they didn't even know themselves how strong he's gonna be. Now, a quick fact about the guild boss is actually that Deeks from the Mad Guild has had a record for the guild boss by almost single-handedly beating Nightmare 4 guild boss, almost getting 100% on his own. With this comp that he's running here with the Rage Region comp, getting up to 98k blood.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Next up, we have another hero fact about Ajax, a little fun fact for you guys, and that is that Ajax, as many would have never thought of, can actually be used to clear the left-hand side of Gear Raid 3 because of his unnameable skill. He can be used for that, and he can just burst down everyone because he can just put in a piercer team and get his range extended. And
I never even thought of that. I have Ajax, and at least we'll get some more use out of him now that they're adding him to all the faction trials. But I'm definitely going to try him in my next attempt to push my Gear Raid 3 because I've been slacking and haven't got to 21 yet. And I'm going to have to try him out there. I mean, I think that's a really fun way to use him. I wouldn't have thought about it. Really clever.
Yeah, I feel like he's a bit under the radar at the moment, but I feel like he's really like once you have a bunch of lords and he gets all the buffs like lord bonuses, he can be so versatile.
Yeah, he's not a lord, but you can choose which lord to pair him with.
And then also quick
All right.
bonus fact, real quick, sorry.
Oh yeah.
That I actually just found that could also be good. Some may have seen it already in my buckets video or heard about it. There is a new dragon on its way.
Oh yeah.
So be prepared for
that was cool. Actually adding someone else to the unnamed faction. I thought the unnamed faction was just like this weird thing and eventually they were gonna put him, or I thought when Chaos came out he was gonna be the first hero of the Chaos Dominion, but it was such a weird, like they're actually keeping this unnameable universal faction hero thing and they're gonna add more. That's really cool.
I like it, honestly. It's unique.
Yeah, it's clever. All right, let's go on to some lore because there's some quirkiness in this game. I was trying to find some ones that stuck out to me, and I thought this arrogant story was pretty interesting. I mean, given the name, I kind of figured he might have a little story to him. And sure enough, he's actually a triplet with Zillatu. And Zillatu kind of wanted to put him in check, let's say. She cursed him. And through his like going crazy over being cursed, he actually killed his other brother, who is the other triplet that we don't know about. So there's like a really dark path there with Zillatu and arrogance and their family history. There's some family issues there. I think they might need to hash it out.
They need to go to therapy together, have some talk together.
Yes. I thought that was clever. There's a lot of interesting, really funny story stuff here. Like he's got a dark story, but it's clever that they tied the characters in different ways. I would have not guessed that they're brother and sister.
Yeah, me neither. And Zillatu is wicked for that. But speaking of killing one's brother, there's someone else as well. But this guy did it on purpose. Now Gon's story is also quite interesting, and Gon is basically the son of the leader of the orc tribe, and he had an older brother as well. And when the leader died, the older brother came into charge of the tribe, but he managed the tribe really bad, and he went into misery. And at some point Gon started a revolution, and with the axe of his father he chopped off the head of his brother and chopped off the head of his brother's animal as well, and uses that head on his armor as well.
Oh gosh, that's
He's a menace.
Yeah.
A menace. Using that as armor and using his dad's axe.
I think I need to start reading the stories more often. Like when we get these new characters and we do a little overview of their skills, I gotta start reading the story too. They're actually quite interesting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Also Hatsut, how she got cursed and everything because she was a naive little girl. That's how it was written in the story, not from me.
Okay. So that means chat in the comments, let us know, what are your favorite lore moments? Like, do you have anything in the story that you've actually read that surprised you? I want to know. I want to know the fun ones to read.
That would be interesting to know. Yeah, let us know in the comments, everyone, what your favorite story is, or if you also have some fun little facts, being it about anything Watcher of Realms or even Moonton related, would be interesting to know for sure. Other than that, I leave the word to you, Ivy.
Well, thank you for having me and joining me on my channel as well. I really liked our conversations, and yeah, again, I love that people love collabs, so this is just a fun excuse to hang out and meet some new content creators. So thank you for reaching out in the first place.
Thank you for everything. And guys, um, subscribe to Ivy for the 25k sub rush. Huh? Make that, because you will get summoning luck increased. Guaranteed. That's a fact.
I wish.
That's a fact. And with that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace. Now, by the time this video is gonna come out, Ivy already reached the 25k, so well done to you guys. Congratulations to Ivy, but also, of course, congratulations to you guys to get that increased summoning luck. And on that note, I wish you all a blessed day.